Bonjour. Hello. My name is Leon Llewellyn from Montreal, Quebec. This lesson is for week 5 of Introduction to Music Production at Coursera.org. This lesson will demonstrate some aspects of the delay spectrum and how it can be used to create pitches and delays. Delay is an audio effect which records an input signal to an audio storage medium and then plays it back after a period of time. The delayed signal may either be played back multiple times or played back into the recording medium again to create the sound of repeating, decaying echoes. For this lesson, I will take a clip from one of my videos and apply a variety of delay effects. In this video clip, I created a kind of filtered white noise effect by spraying water with a garden hose on a clay pot turned upside down. If you listen carefully, you would have heard certain elements of comb filtering as the water hit and bounced off the pot at different rates. I imported this clip to Ableton Live and proceeded from there. First, I set up an audio effects rack and placed an EQ3 in it. The EQ3 is basically a 3-band equalizer, the kind of equalizer used by most DJs. With this equalizer, I can solo each band in order to fine-tune and be more precise. I will modify the low, medium and high gain controls until I'm satisfied with the sound. Next, I will add a chorus to fatten the sound and to create a more textured effect. The chorus effect belongs to a family of modulated short delays. The other effects that make up the modulated short delay are phasers and flanges. The static effect of a comb filter is put in motion so that the delay time is slowly changing, giving a wash of sound that moves back and forth. This chorus has 2 delay settings and an XY pad with an LFO that allows you to modulate pitch and manipulate stereo panning. The rate of the delay time can be adjusted, giving you the impression that the pitch is changing. A high-pass filter is on delay 1 and a modulation control is on delay 2. Both can be adjusted to move at the same time to control delay time. I will next add a ping-pong delay, then quantize to 1/16th note and adjust feedback and dry wet until I'm satisfied. Ping-pong delay is often used to create tension and to make a track more interesting. The ping-pong delay sends the signal to both your left and right alternatingly. It has a high-pass and low-pass filter which lets you adjust your frequency and width settings. You can also adjust beat sequence in 16th or set the time in milliseconds. There is a freeze button which will freeze what is going through it. There is also a feedback button and a dry wet control which controls how much of the original or affected signals come through. Next, I will add a filter delay. A filter delay takes the incoming signal and sends it to 3 different delays. It takes the left signal and sends it to the first delay, next the left and the right signal to the second delay, and the right signal to the third delay. In between the signal and delay, you have a filter for each delay. There is a delay time setting, feedback setting, and stereo settings. There is a volume control to control the volume of the delays where it goes out to the signals. The next delay effect is a flanger. In a flanger, 2 delay signals are running at the same time. A flanger is really a comb filter, which is a slight delay that is put in motion by a low frequency oscillator. To start, we have a high pass filter which filters the incoming signal. We have a wet dry which controls how much of the original signal is let through. The delay time controls how far out of phase the delays are. The feedback is a signal from the flanger coming back in and creating a feedback loop. Next, you have the envelope, which is how the incoming audio affects the flanger. You have an LFO, which is usually what you hear controlling the flanger. We also have the different wave shapes. You have your rate, which can either be in sync with the audio or put in beat time. Next are the controls for the stereo width and offset. Attack and release control the envelope. Rate and phase and spin are additional controls for adjusting the time delay on the flanger. Here, I will play around with the controls until it makes sense to me. Finally, I will add a convolution reverb. In this case, I will choose Ableton's Wooden Room Reverb, and I will use it without changing any one of the parameters. Although a lot more could have been done to creatively manipulate the original signal, I will stop here. I'm happy with the result. Of course, a lot more could have been done, but that would have taken this assignment outside of its time limitation. Please let me know if this lesson was helpful. Thank you very much. Merci.